Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harukakotash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great medicine that surely do well. Peace and blessings unto the Hakim, through the four corners of the earth that pushes with all sincerity and all diligence this matter, which in that Camp West coming once again to that video 35. Now, the name of this video is going to be called If Prophecies Don't Motivate You, Nothing Will. Because our faith is supported by prophecies being fulfilled. Because they prophesy and prophecies being fulfilled, we know that the Lord didn't lie. Prophecies from the beginning, or prophecies that already been fulfilled, know that that give us the confidence that the Lord doesn't lie, because there are multiple prophecies in the scriptures, tons of prophecies in the scriptures that we could go back, and when we check secular history, we realize we would know that the scriptures on point. So that alone should establish your faith. That alone should have you rooted and grounded in truth, the true understanding of the scriptures, which was given to us by the Lord through the apostles and the elders. Now, if we in these times, and you've been out there prophesying, and you choose now, out of all the time, to be shaky, or to move unstable, or to move like double-minded, then it have nothing could be done to restore your faith, because now we in the time where they can say we almost in Jacob's shovel. In the time where they look into issue microchips, in the time where we see the global economy gonna collapse, where we seen civil unrest on a high. The recent one being the one in Colombia. We've seen plenty different prophecies being fulfilled, and we spoke about those things years ago, and now they're coming to pass, and you're moving like this isn't the truth. Well, guess what? It's just not for you. You understand? This is Romans 14 verse 5. It says, one man estimate one day above another estimate every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So you had to be fully persuaded in your own mind. You had to see something that could keep you rooted in the truth and stick to it. It always have something that could keep somebody to the truth. It always have something that will draw 2/3 away from the truth. You understand? But for me, prophecy is one major thing. Like the Lord, they say in Salak, not the Lord, but in Revelation, I think it was 19. Let's try 20. So like let me see if I could type it in. "19 and 10. Skip right past it. It says Revelation 90 verse 9. It says, and he said unto me, Right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, These are the true saints of God. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship Yahushai, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. You know, our Lord sent prophets. You know the scriptures in Amos 3 verse 7 says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing but reveal his secret unto his servants the prophets. You see that he reveals his secrets unto you, and you know what's gonna happen next, and it do come to pass. How then could you be unstable? How then could you start to doubt? Guess what? There's a spirit that come upon you. You know, either because you're not of the elect, or it come to test your faith. But I can't see somebody being of the elect and you know they doubting to the point where men they're starting to wonder if this man really understand where he in. You know, if this man was really in it in the first place, or if he expected it to. If he expected these things, if he expected to be in the kingdom in 1 or 2 years after hearing the truth, if he going where preaching, if he going where going out there and prophesying, if he going where waiting, but it shouldn't be so. You know, because prophecies take time. How the scripture saying Habakkuk, but I have to read it in Hebrews, because Hebrews have a little more to it. Hebrews 10 verse 34. So I have to read 32. It says, but call to remembrance the former days in which after you were illuminated, it was given the light. You endured a great fight of affliction, yeah, because when it now coming, you know, you're thinking, yeah, there's it. And most of the time you're thinking, hey, next year is a year, or the next 2 years is years. So you're like, anybody, nothing could stop me. The scripture says, call to remember them days, call to remember the former days in which after you illuminated, you endured a great fight of affliction. Nothing couldn't stop you, nothing could come in your way. It says, partly while you were made a gazing stock both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly while you became companions of them that was so used. So we were made a gazing stock. When I came into the truth, and I came into the truth, it's the first time in my life I get so much advice. It's the first time in my life I got so much advice. This is not the right thing. This is not something to do. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. By people that, when you look at their lifestyle, or when you look at the achievements in their life, you wonder where the fuck they get so much advice from? How they know to do so much things and they didn't do it? How they know to achieve so much and they didn't achieve it? Which goes to show that these people aren't serious. These people just want you to leave the truth. These people just want you to start to go back, or to start to or to go back into the world, to follow their madness, to follow the madness that they were doing all the time. They don't really care about you. So they approach you, they would make you laugh and stuff. They would try to embarrass you to get you to become weak and to say, you know what, I can't take this no more, and leave. The scriptures say you endured a great fight of afflictions. But you see, as time goes on, men grow weary of these things. Get weary of hearing, boy, that is not the truth. I go, hey, once you establish in the truth, the more you grow in the truth, is the less these things could affect you. The less words could affect you, the less it doesn't even At first, it used to get to my no. Truth is just you reach that point you realize truth is just laws and it's just demons on them, and they can't help themselves why they saying these things. So it's not really supposed to get to you. It says, for ye had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourself that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance. Because why? The things of this world gonna come to naught. It's not eternal. It's not everlasting. It's temporal. The things that are seen are temporal, while the things that are not seen are eternal. It says, cast not away therefore your confidence. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which is your faith, your hope in the Most High, which had great recompense of reward. Because why are you gonna for your faith, you're gonna be rewarded, and the reward gonna be much greater than the afflictions that you're gonna endure. It's gonna be much greater than the trials and the tribulations that you're gonna go through. They're gonna be much greater than the hell that you're gonna go through. It says, for you have need of patience. For you have need of patience, that after you have done the will of the Most High, you might receive the promise. And that's the next thing. You don't have the mindset that once you're in the truth, or once you're in the line up, you're gonna receive that promise. You're gonna receive that reward. Don't count yourself, or don't count the eggs before it hatch. But you always had to have that faith that once you continue, as the scripture says, if any man get, you just gotta have the mindset that once you're in the truth, you're gonna just inherit that crown. But you had to do it. How you had to do it? You had to do it. So yes, no. You had to do it lawfully. The 2 Timothy 2 verse 4, it says, no man word entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier, who hath chosen us to be a soldier, Yahushai. So we had to please Yahushai. It says, if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So you could strive for the masteries. You could be in the truth. You could be a bystander in the truth. That was some men that try to do. Be bystanders in the truth and think they're gonna receive that crown. But no, you can't be a bystander. You have to strive lawfully. You have to put in the work. So it says, for you have need of patience, that after you have done the will of God. So you have to do the will of the Most High. You have to do the will of the Most High. That after you have done the will of the Most High, you might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Scripture says, yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. So if any man come into the truth, say he believe, give his life to this, but then draw back, you're worse than somebody who ain't even had part to do with the truth. You're like that son who say, yes, I will. He tell his father, yes, he will do it, and he didn't do it. So it come like you make a pledge, and it didn't stand by your pledge. You make a vow, and it didn't uphold that vow. You didn't keep your words. And that's a very important thing with the Most High, your words. The words that you speak, you gotta live up to it. When you say you believe in the truth and you draw back, the Most High, the Lord not gonna have no pleasure in you. You're gonna be a vessel fit for destruction, or fit for wrath. It says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition. So when you draw back, what you're going to receive? Destruction. But of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So you had to be rooted in this thing. And as I said before, prophecies is a key thing. A key thing with your faith. A key support for your faith. Select. Prophecies are key support to your faith. When prophecies fulfill, you're gonna receive. You're gonna gain more faith. You know, this is my precept here. James 2, and verse James 1 and verse 8. It says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And double-mindedness will bring inconsistency. And inconsistency over a long period of time, you're gonna bring what you just call it a sluggerish behavior. And then you catch yourself, when you catch yourself, you're out of the truth. Or you hear some other doctrine and you're going behind it. Why? Because in the spirit of the book. You're not having the spirit of your house shy upon you, because you're not reading. One, you're not doing videos, and you're not doing lessons. You're not studying. So you're gonna hear some other wayward doctrine, and boom, you're following that wayward doctrine, and then you're saying that all the prophecies been fulfilled, and all the prophecies that only select some other shit, let's say, we're under the second covenant, and you don't have to keep the law and all these different things. The usual fallout doctrine. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great men, that surely do well, peace and blessings unto the Akim, truly four corners of the earth. Until next time, I want to say shalom.